Here is the Discovery 57 on a whim. She was built in 2012 and she was the first of the sisterhood to splash. She now has 6 other sisters, and these yachts have sailed far in great comfort, and they are fantastic yachts. She's got a nice white hull which is great for the tropics, and those big windows which let loads of light down below. Ron Holland design as ever, and full of all those amazing Discovery touches that you expect to see. You see the vertical windows for the owner's cabin, rib behind with those great custom davits that were actually designed by a Discovery. This yacht's got a Formula alloy spar. She has the swept-back spreaders, which means that you have no runners, furling rig, and she's got the twin headstays forward. She has done a little bit of cruising in the Mediterranean, but she has been little used, but she has been jolly well looked after. You see that teardrop deck saloon window, which just means light floods into the interior. Self-tacking jib, flush hatches, which is really great. And up forward, these 2 furlers are Reckmann powered. Expensive extra, but it means that everything is really easily managed by small crews from the cockpit. Effective anchoring, dolphin seats at the front, which is nice, and an absolutely enormous lazarette forward with custom access, or stowage I should say, for a passerelle that lives there. Pretty good for sunbathing up here too. She's got the twin pole as with all Discoveries, and the system forward means that you can sail without sheeting on the self-tacker, and then you've got a big low-cut genoa. Perfect arrangement for goose winging. She's got north sails, which are very funky and were an add-on. And she's got this screen. She's also got bimini, but she's not wearing it at the moment. It's still pretty chilly here in the UK. Life raft stowage. The main sheet is electrically operated, which is really handy. And she's got this fantastic transom with really good access, so when you're anchoring and you want to arrive and leave by rib, you can. Twin wheels, they're leather covered. Many of the controls are duplicated. She's got a bow thruster, she's got operation of the anchor from the starboard pedestal, and she's got a separated GPS on that port pedestal as well. Makes her very easy to handle, and the access into the cockpit is fantastic. Huge cockpit table with leaves, great for al fresco dining. And you've also got the controls for the furling there on the pedestal, which makes things very easy. As with her sister ships, you've got control for the systems aboard just by the companionway. And there it is, all powered. Very, very easy to cope with. When you're sailing a Discovery, you shouldn't be leaving the cockpit. Shouldn't need to, which is very good if you're short-handed. Great big cockpit here with wide sides, so it's very comfortable to sit on long passages, read a book and all the rest of it. And you can see all the controls here for both the front stays and also the in-mast furling. Now we're going to have a look below. On a Whim has an epic interior. This is in teak. There are wenge inlays. She has a compass rose on the table which elevates to become larger. All this is handmade. It's not something that Discovery have bought and glued on. Absolutely beautiful. There's a burr on the table. Cream leather. And this seating to starboard also makes a berth for the trotter box, and that's a material finish. And she's got this smart leather seat with comms just there, and also nav on this box which retracts into the chart table when not in use, which is very smart. The thing that you really notice about the 55 is the light that just floods in the main saloon, and the fantastic vision, which is great when you're at sea for watchkeeping or if you're at anchor. In fact, at any time at all when it's very hot or very cold. Just look at that vision. Now we're going to go down into the galley. The floors are Antico. Very plain white avonite surfaces which look smart. This is a very funky cooker. It's got 5 burners, oven, grill and all the rest of it, and there's also a microwave just sitting right there. Enormous galley, loads of places for storing stuff, twin sink and a drainer, great big window for light in the hull, and also lots of ventilation above. The boat's air conditioned in this area. You've got this enormous freezer that does go to the side of the yacht, as I always say, but you have to understand that to see how huge it is, and a full-size refrigerator. You can change the temperature setting on the freezer to make that whole area a massive chiller if you're, say, cruising in the Mediterranean and don't need to freeze food. She's got, of course, a freshwater manual pump. She's got this extra drainer, which is really jolly useful. And you see the detail of the wenge on the door, which takes us into this really fantastic owner's cabin. Split mattress, lee clothed, lots and lots of light from those vertical windows, which really is terrific. This yacht's got masses and masses of storage. There's a seat here which you can sit in for the vanity unit, and of course she's got a TV. And here's Harry, our photographer. Fantastic space, beautifully done, in really fantastic condition. And then you go into the heads compartment. That lovely blue avonite, separated shower stall, lots of storage, and all in great shape. So now we're coming back through the galley. Into the main saloon. With that incredible vision and then forward into the accommodation for guests. The heads compartment is enormous. It has a separated shower, lots of storage, looks hardly used, and then into an upper and lower berth cabin with really long berths. Cockpit cushions, which are all in good shape. All the berths, as you would expect, have lee cloths. There's Harry again, doing his thing. And then into an enormous VIP cabin. It's a really light and airy place, and if you had guests to be on board for extended periods, they'd love it here. There's heaps of room for all their clobber, and it's just a really lovely area. So, wide corridor, mast just to your right as we're making our way. Very shallow steps down into the main saloon. Sliding door into the heart of the yacht, full-size washing machine. Here is a fantastic workroom. All of the electrics are housed here. As you go down the steps, there's a large hold for storage inside the boat, which is really useful. And then you have to look at this engine room. All white. Main engine, Volvo, Onan behind it, water maker to the right. Beautifully insulated and organised. All in great shape. We've just shut it down, ready to bring her ashore. So you've got everything in one place, within a workroom, off the main saloon, which is very cool. On a WHIM, Discovery 57, super yacht.